We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Kappa.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Herbert going to get to Hampton. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
In motion left, Robinson. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run.
So I got mad people on that side.
Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Dropped it. Oh, my God.
And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
20, TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Akine with an amazing diving catch. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal. Line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Play action. It's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it. Rondé Gadsden, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Tua going to throw. Open man, Wrk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's complete to Wrk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Tua to throw again. It's Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Chargers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, adding some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Right on the coverage, we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And then maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. 42 yards. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
We've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, he batted it down and saved the interception. Oh, my gosh.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, my gosh, that's twice, bro. You gotta pick that shit, B.
Finally, I said, here's a stop on 3rd down.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, Nana, what'd you say? No, I didn't even know what you was doing. I'm playing the game.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before any issue.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Dolphins first down.
Looks who is going to change things up.
1-yard line.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And so we're into maneuver. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No, here we go. Set. 19, start. 18, Pioneer. Let go.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Milton as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13.
17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Herbert now. Throwing the outlet incomplete. That's Hampton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, mommy now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they'll change things around before the snap. The third quarter.
They'll run heavy now. Some preview.
He'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime and trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
He was, whoa.
So erase the flag.
He wasn't even part of it.
Did they use the big eraser, or was that the one
He was nowhere near that shit. I wasn't even
I was
going.
thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you
Okay,
can
I
buy
guess.
and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Hey, your fucking head.
The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to cut the play and knocked it free.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Terrible throw, Tua. Terrible throw, Tua.
Excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh my gosh, man.
Able to hold on to that defensively.
Oh,
potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run.
Oh.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he tries to power it forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, there's splits and points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Oh,
He finds his
fuck out
target,
of it.
Allen. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They complete it to Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Tua sets up to pass it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play action, now it's Tua. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
He wasn't even set yet.
Whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Herbert throwing again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Ice trap, turbo 2, ice trap. 18.
Up the middle, Ochan. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that I'm not playing. Get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Ochan. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.